Meet me at the clock. For over a century, New Yorkers have used the Waldorf Astoria clock as a meeting place. Displayed in the lobby of the Waldorf Astoria Hotel, the legendary clock is now on view at the New York Historical Society as the hotel undergoes a major renovation. The clock was a gift from England's Queen Victoria and made its public debut at the Chicago World's Fair in 1893.
Well, I think there were quite a number of clocks that were shown at that exposition. And I think the technology and the mechanics behind clocks have always fascinated people. I mean, there have been points of fascination for centuries.
Businessman John Jacob Astor bought the clock for an undisclosed sum with the intention of making it the centerpiece of his brand new luxurious hotel, the Waldorf Astoria, on Fifth Avenue in New York. When the hotel moved, the grand clock moved with it. The clock has seen politicians, royalty, and even played a role in movies ranging from The Great Gatsby to an iconic scene in Scent of a Woman when Al Pacino dances beneath the famous timepiece. Queen Victoria's gift represented the cementing of an alliance between America and England, and that relationship is reflected on its panels.
It's clear that the goal was to present a cross-section of important American men dating from basically the time of the American Revolution up until 1893. So I think that there was an attempt by the British to really provide an example of different types of statesmen, and they're not all presidents, Benjamin Franklin is included, who had importance to the history of the United States.
Under the silver portraits are what were then recent historical achievements in the U.S. There is the Brooklyn Bridge, the most impressive engineering construction at the time, right next to bicycle races.
Many of the sports that you see represented on the clock relate to different organized sports that were popular during the period. Bicycling, for example, became very, very popular in the 1890s. And late 1880s. So that makes it's perfectly logical that those kinds of sports, or that bicycling in particular, would be represented.
In the 21st century, the clock's mechanism can hardly mesmerize the public the way it did more than a century ago. But its role today is different, as every inch of the magnificent artifact, be it a wooden turret decorated with gold or a beautiful silver medallion, can be read as a history book of what were seen as achievements 127 years ago. For Vladimir Lenski in New York, Anna Rice, VOA News.